Hey, how's it going? I want to make a video here about what a blessing it is to be a parent. And I felt compelled to make this video just because over the last couple of years, talking to friends and colleagues that are in their late 20s, early 30s, I've just talked to more and more people that are really on the fence about having children. And if you look at developing countries, first world countries in particular, there's definitely been a population decline and a trend to not have children, which is, I completely understand if a couple doesn't want to have children. That's totally I totally respect that. Or if you can't have children, right? There's scenarios as well. But I would just kind of encourage you from my experience. I've been married for going on 23 years to an amazing woman. And, for about, 20 years ago or so, when we were contemplating having children, I was really concerned about kind of the world as it was. And I guess that was the 2000s. And just technology, the impact on technology. I grew up where you could go outside from sun up to sundown, no problem, play outside. We didn't really play video games unless it was raining outside or snowing or something, and we just couldn't get outside for some reason. But we certainly didn't sit around and play, video games all day long when it was nice and sunny. I was concerned that, raising kids in a world where technology was advancing and social media, and at that point there was no, I guess there were phones, but no iPads or anything. But also I think as a late in your 20s, you're thinking about vacations and hanging out with friends and doing, going out to nice dinners and all that kind of stuff. But what you find out pretty quickly once you have a child is, it all becomes about them, and not in a selfish way. But, going to the beach or going on vacation, you just want to see the joy in their eyes that you had as a kid, when they're eating an ice cream cone at your favorite ice cream place, or they're going on an arcade with friends, or, they're doing a trip with friends. It's just so amazing to see the joy in their eyes and to see them kind of experience life the way, maybe a little bit differently than you did. It's just beautiful. And as it relates to technology, I found it's completely in our control to shield your kids from iPhones and iPads and video game systems. We don't have any sort of gaming system at our house. And, our daughter didn't get a phone until second half of 8th grade. I wish we waited longer, but there were some reasons why we had to get it earlier. But, so there is a way to, keep them outside, keep them active. You definitely need to be intentional about it. A rule for me, if our kids ever ask to go skiing or hiking or biking, or do anything outside, I never say no. I will always make time for them to do something outside. And then also, rather than telling them to go outside and play, tell them, hey, do you want to go build a jump with me? Do you want to go outside and play with me? Right? So if you put yourself in the equation, your kids just want to be with us. A lot of times they'll say yes and they'll be active with you. Someone taught me that a few years ago, and it definitely works. And then also, it's just amazing to watch them grow up, right? So if you invest in them at a young age, we invested in our kids in skiing and mountain biking and just outdoor type stuff. And now, that they're, my daughter's in her teens, my son's about to be a teenager. It's just so cool watching them explore outdoors, love playing outside, chasing them down a mountain on skis, right? Getting them to a point where, they're not trying to keep up with us, we're trying to keep up with them. So, it's super proud moments as a parent. And I just want to put this message out there to say, look, you can stay super active, you can travel, you can do great things with your kids. And it doesn't take a whole lot of money. I mean, it's, to go camping or go for a hike or something, and just be outside. I mean, I would take my kids out to a stream and we get pine cones, and we used to do pine cone races. So throw 2 pine cones in the water and see which one would go fastest down the stream. And they loved that. I mean, so, we dam up streams with rocks and stuff. There's just so many things that you can do outside that God provides us, right? I wanted to share that. Hopefully you enjoy it. Have a great 2025. Take care.